It's time for a serious talk about academic integrity, and that means plagiarism. Plagiarism is the use of the words or even the ideas of others without proper citation. There are many forms of plagiarism to be aware of so that you can avoid it, okay? So, obviously, copying and pasting an entire essay and claiming it as your own is plagiarism. We all know about that form of plagiarism, but there are others. Obviously, I would hope, obviously, copying and pasting any amount of content from an outside source, a single sentence, a single paragraph from somewhere else, and without using quotation marks and in-text citation and a works cited page that cites the source is plagiarism. Even if it's just a sentence or a paragraph, that counts as plagiarism, okay? So if you copy and paste something into, or if you type it, obviously, word for word, and you don't use, quotation marks and an in-text citation and a works cited page, that's gonna be plagiarism, okay? If you copy and paste content from an outside source and change a few words, that's still plagiarism. Even if you change a few words here or there, or, like, whatever, put it in your own words, that's still plagiarism. And if you take information from an outside source and put it in your own words, aka you paraphrase it, and you don't use an in-text citation and include the source on a works cited page, that's still plagiarism, okay? So if you take the ideas and you put them in your own words, that's still plagiarism, okay? If you copy information directly from Google, okay, so sometimes when you do a Google search and you ask a question or something, it'll give you like an excerpt that sort of they think, oh, this will answer your question, okay. They got that excerpt from a website. Google does not create its own information, okay. And so that's not just something you got from Google. That's something you got from Google that Google got from a website, and you have to cite that website if you want to use that information, okay? So if you don't cite that website, it's plagiarism. There will always be a link at the bottom of that information that will take you to that source, okay? Now, let's talk about AI, artificial intelligence. Obviously, if you use AI in any way to write your paper without prior approval, that's plagiarism. Now, there's different kinds of AI, and it gets a little complicated, but, things like Grammarly or Google Translate, I'm fine if you use those. I don't mind if you use those. That's AI that I find acceptable. Now, if you use AI to write your paper for you and you copy and paste it from AI, that's not acceptable. Okay? If you use AI to help you brainstorm for topics, or you use it to, sort of come up with ways to expand your paper or give you ideas or whatever like that, I'm fine with that. If you use AI in any way, I ask that you tell me. You don't need to tell me if you're using Grammarly, but I want you to tell me if you're using Google Translate, and I want you to tell me if you're using any kind of like chatbot or something like that is helping you get ideas. I want you to tell me about that so that I know if you're using AI to help you to snazz up things like word choice or something, I want you to tell me, okay? Just let me know if you're using AI, okay? Let me know what AI you're using, how you're using it, all of that kind of good stuff so that I know, because if you don't tell me that and one of the committee members runs it through an AI checker, which they do sometimes if they suspect that there might be AI use, and then they find, and then they, find AI use, then I need to know, is this plagiarism, or is this, something that you were doing to utilize the technology you had at your disposal to make your writing better? Which we're fine with that, but we're not fine with, like, you having AI write your paper for you or something like that, or you trying to deceive us into thinking that your writing is better than it is by using AI. Okay. So it's a case-by-case basis, basically, but just let me know if you're using AI. Now, sometimes plagiarism is clearly intentional, and sometimes it stems from a misunderstanding of what constitutes plagiarism. A good rule of thumb, if you got this information from anywhere but inside your brain, you need to tell the reader where you got it. When in doubt, just cite it, okay? Just put in parentheses, at the end of the information, the author's last name or the title of the source or something. We're not looking for really great citation in English 97, but, yeah. Now, consequences of plagiarism, if it seems like it might be unintentional, I'll ask you to find and cite the sources. If you do that, that will be the end of it. If it seems clearly intentional, or if you're repeatedly plagiarizing, it could result in the paper being thrown out and possibly failing the class. Okay, so let's not do that. And in this class, plagiarizing is particularly unnecessary because per the late policy, if you bring anything on the day it's due, you're solid, and you can turn in stuff till the end of the semester. The main reason that students plagiarize is because they feel time pressure. The deadline approaches and they won't be able to finish on time. In the time it would take you to plagiarize, you could write anything yourself. And if you don't finish, not that big of a deal. You'll still have time to finish it later. So write me a sloppy, bad, incomplete paper and bring it in. We can work with that. What we can't work with is dishonesty, cheating, and plagiarism. So, it's just a matter of, like, I just bring me something that I can work with and we'll go from there. Like, but if you plagiarize, then that creates a whole other issue that then, we have to deal with. So don't plagiarize. It's really not necessary. And I would rather you just write a bad paper, honestly. So, all right. That's all I have for academic integrity. Just have it be your own writing, please. Okay? Have it be your own writing and we'll all be good. All right? I will talk to you guys later. Bye.